where you are.
I got you now.
Yeah, we're not seeing the same level of activity as we saw even just the past half hour ago. Joining you live again, Christine, from West Peachtree Street at 12th Street here, just outside the hospital where this all unfolded. We have just learned that the shelter-in-place order has been lifted. Atlanta police, however, are still asking people to stay out of the area. We also have just learned that a $10,000 Crime Stoppers reward has been offered for 24-year-old Dion Patterson, the individual who's been identified as the shooter in this case. 24-year-old Dion Patterson, a $10,000 reward now being offered by Crime Stoppers for his capture. We also have learned that APS is holding 2 schools in the area. Parents being asked, although, as Christine, you said, parents know that when something like this happens, you immediately want to report to that school and get your child. But APS is asking that parents do not report to those 2 schools that are on lockdown or at this time. We are also seeing some people who have been held here at the hospital, both patients and medical personnel being escorted out of the building within I'd say the last hour or so. We also talked to a few people who were here for procedures when the shooting happened. One gentleman who said he was on the 9th floor, telling me that he has a military background, and so he automatically kind of went into that mode where he helped keep people calm there on the 9th floor as the medical staff, which he said they did a phenomenal job locking doors, doing what I'm sure they have been trained to do and have been drilled on repeatedly to ensure that their area was on lockdown as much as it could be given the situation, saying eventually that they learned that the shooting had occurred on the 11th floor. He said that at one point they saw movement on the elevator and they were very alarmed, as you might expect, not knowing who would be coming out of that elevator, and were relieved when Atlanta police and SWAT were the ones who came out of there, and they knew that they at least were safe. Once again, those people now making their way out. Also talked to a young man who said that his mother was an employee there at the hospital, saying she was unharmed. He did not want to go on camera, obviously very shaken, understandably, saying that his mother very upset as well, and that at this point he was just here waiting beyond the police tape to lay eyes on his mom to be able to help her and bring her home. So that's the situation at this point. It doesn't look like this area will be released anytime soon to the public. We are told that at some point we will be police will be holding a news briefing here, but as it stands now, this area is still closed off to the general public, told to stay away, although once again the lockdown has been lifted for this area. Christine and Tom.
Does it appear